So if you saw my last video, that's where I showed you how to build a subcapsule. And that is what then would go into your current closet. So today I'm going to show you how, when you have categories that overlap quite a bit, and how you could build one subcapsule with those two different categories. This is a great way to get the most out of your clothes, as well as it really does simplify the process. So out of my categories, I'm going to show you how I could combine all of them. I'm going to be combining the sleepwear and loungewear with the homeware. So I am not of the camp where I wear, silk gowns or anything like that. I do like a nice cozy velour pajama set in the wintertime, but generally I wear t-shirts and shorts. So I'm definitely not that fancy when it comes to my bedwear. And for me, this is just as suitable in the homeware categories. So there's times when I don't even get out of those clothes because I'm planning on, staying home and doing things around the house. I don't live by the idea that you have to get up and get dressed and put your makeup on every single day in order to feel good. There are days when I'm going to be just around the house, so I feel perfectly fine not getting dressed. But I do have an even mix of staying home as well as getting out of the house. But I do understand that if you are mostly at home and you might start feeling a little gloomy if you aren't getting out and getting yourself dressed here and there. So it can go both ways. As for sustainability, this is where I shine. So in this category, these are clothes that maybe I did wear out and about, but with time they started to show, wear and tear. Or maybe there's t-shirts that I wouldn't really necessarily wear out, but it's perfect for this particular category. So I definitely have gotten a lot of use out of my clothes because I've had clothes that I've had for 15 years because this is what I do with them. Now, this particular subcapsule, I don't necessarily keep in my closet, and it's just my own personal setup at home, but I will just keep them all folded and in a drawer. So it's a lot easier for me to do that than hanging up all of these different items. Now, these clothes are still in relatively good shape. I mean, so if somebody came to the door, I wouldn't be dying of embarrassment. But again, these aren't ones that I would really go out of the house to run errands or whatever in. Now, the next two categories, they overlap because I'm starting to see that my style is when I'm wanting to be comfortable running errands, that sort of thing. I like activewear. I feel my best in that. And that really does overlap a lot with, say, when I'm going out and going hiking or paddleboarding, that sort of thing. So this was a really easy combination to put together. And then this final combination is dressy wear with my polished casual. So I really do not have that many occasions that I have to get really dressed up for. And I used to always panic when, say, I had a wedding or something that I had to go to, and I always felt like I never had anything to wear. So there was all this pressure to have to go and actually buy something. And because it wasn't that thoughtful and I really didn't have a lot of time to really look for something, I probably ended up never wearing it again. When I started building out my dressy subcapsule, I did notice and I was surprised with just how many things I already had in my closet because of my clothes that I wear, say, to the office. So my polished casual, which is again what I would wear, say, to the office, or maybe social events where I wanted to look a little bit more put together. So I know I did put one as far as that's how many times in a month that I would have at that occasion, and it definitely is less than that, but I did have to put down something so that I will always end up having something when I do have a dressy occasion to go to. Here is how I simplified this. So I think of dressy occasions as far as, again, the season that you're in. So I discovered that some of my polished casual clothes, they could be dressed up for a nice occasion or dressed down for work. So let's take, for instance, a little black dress. I could dress it down a little bit and make it a little bit more business attire by pairing that with a blazer and maybe some boots. Or I could dress it up a little bit with a beautiful shawl and heels. And that would be appropriate for a funeral or a dressy night occasion, a fancy dinner date, that sort of thing. Another example would be maybe a sundress, having a sundress that you could pair a sandal and a shrug for work, or you could dress it up with, say, heels and nice jewelry for a fancy spring or summer event or a wedding. I was very happily surprised to see that just how much I really did already have, and then there wasn't the pressure of knowing that I'm going to have to go out and find and buy something new. So by combining these categories, it really does simplify this process, because even though I have 6 different categories, I only have to build 3 subcapsules. So now your closet is filled with everything that you will need for this season. You'll never feel like, oh, I have nothing to wear, because everything in there is something that you could wear right now. Once you've created all of your subcapsules, now you can put the rest of your clothes either back in the other closet or storage. And then once a new season comes up, you can then pull that out and start this whole process over again. And I do suggest that you really do try to pull out the clothes that are sitting in your storage, so that you are using everything that you do have, and it really does help you start to realize the things that you use and love and probably will repurchase like items, or the things that you probably want to purge because they never seem to quite make it to your working closet. So please make sure that you've subscribed and hit the notification bell so you can see the next video in this series, where I will be discussing how to pull your outfits together for the week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with a friend if you think they might be interested in this series as well. And I hope you have a great day.